So in this video, I'm going to show you how to start this machine up and prepare a file and zero it and get ready to cut. So first thing we're going to do is off right now. We go here to the power switch to power this on. Well, it's plugged out, so make sure we got it plugged in. We're going to power on, and then the hypertherm, power that on. So power on back here. We're going to go here to the screen. First thing you're going to do is hit the emergency button. Click that and then turn it to release. And then the password is HTG. So double click this and then HTG. Click OK. Oh, I forgot to click up here. You got to click that first. HTG. OK. So now you're unlocked. And then it tells you to double tap it to home. You're going to double tap that. And then whenever it hits all the sensors, this will turn off. And now it says machine ready. So now we're ready. The next thing you want to do is going to hit this button that says continuous mode. If that's off, then it basically just does a tiny step at a time and it doesn't really move hardly. So you want to do a continuous mode, so that means it continuously moves when you actually hit the button. Okay. And so right now the feed rate's at 1%, so that's really, really slow. So you hardly see it move. So you're going to want to ramp it up to 80 or 90 or 100, whatever you want. And then you're going to come back this way. And you want to drive it to the corner where you want to start cutting. So here's your down button on the Z-axis, which is up and down, is the Z-axis. Y-axis is back and forth, and then X-axis is side to side. So we're going to do X minus, run this way. And then the left back corner is usually your starting point, unless you're configured somehow else, but normally always that's the starting point. So you're going to run it here. You're going to leave a little bit of space. I like to leave at least 3/16 to a quarter of an inch on the side. Because if it cuts to the edge, it'll maybe mess up the part or something. So you can hit 0 on all of these axes. That means now it has its work 0 point. And also on this remote, you can remotely use this. You can use shift and the arrow keys at the same time to move it. So you're going to hit shift plus the arrows. Hold it in the shift button, and then you can move it. So yeah, that'll give you an idea. So now let's say you've moved it around, right, but you want to go back to its 0 position that we just made. You can go to F2 and just go to work origin. Go to work origin. So then it will go back to the point that you set 0 to. So I'm just going to add an F3, go down a little bit. We're going to 0 it again. Now we're ready to load a file because we have it ready in the corner here. We're going to hit load file, and then we're going to get our weld plate or whatever this is. We're going to start there, and then and you just go back down here to F2, and then you can hit overrides, and then here you can change the speeds of it on overrides right here. So usually it shows a G code, but you just hit overrides. Plasma, they won't really use it because we set that up in sheet cam. So just overrides to speed it up and down. And you can just hit cycle start, and it'll start cut. And if you want to test to see if the plasma is on or everything is working, just hit this button. That's basically your manual plasma torch on off. And if the torch high controller is getting a little bit too low or dragging, you can even do torch up or torch down based on where it's at. You want to adjust it a little bit. And the arc voltage is right there. While it's cutting, you'll see what the arc voltage is. And you can keep that in mind if you want to later on change it in cheat cam to where it's that specific instead of 0, right? To where it just automatically takes it. You can actually use that to save it. Okay. But yeah, this is now ready to hit start and start. If you hit start now, it'll start cutting.